look no further than these two teams in front of us.
I'm expecting a fun one here tonight, Kevin. Definitely not for the faint of heart. These teams love to get out and run.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Running the wings, it's Oubre and George. Joel Embiid out there with Yabusele, and it's Maxey in at the point. Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Zubac. To the paint. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Yabusele kicks to George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Harden against Oubre. Harden the pass to Leonard. Done outside. Just 5 to shoot. Over Maxey. Done shot's good. Maxey with it. His last outing, he had 18 points. In the corner. Oubre. Outside, George drains the three-pointer.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share, and their biggest concern, of course, it's figuring out a way to guard Joel Embiid. Coach said Embiid presents all types of issues. He can post you up, knock down the three. We'll have to send multiple bodies at Embiid to keep him in check. We'll see how they try to defend him. It won't be straight up. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Dunn. The shot by Powell, no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Harden against Maxey. The fader. Embiid, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Harden against Oubre. Goes up on the wing, and the basket by Harden. Harden's got 5.
Whenever it's Harden running pick and rolls, you have to stop the ball first, ladies and gentlemen, or he will get you.
Here's Yabusele. He's covered by Leonard. Embiid with the screen on Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. High post, Embiid. Shoots over Zubac. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Look, and he knows he has the green light. Embiid's kind of attitude in these moments just makes him even more lethal.
Pass to Powell. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena, the Intuit Dome.
Yeah, no more sharing, right? No more covering up Laker banners. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership group, and they made it happen.
Embiid with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Maxey looking it over. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Powell. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Yabusele. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Maxey.
So locked in from range. Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. Fourth, the 76ers.
They ran a great system last year that put a priority on creating high-quality looks from deep, and it made them the best three-point shooting team in the league.
Pass to Zubac. From deep, Harden. Takes it out to Leonard, to the wing on the left. Maxey against Dunn. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
And who knows, if you want to look all the way ahead to the finals, it's possible these teams could see each other there. So both teams looking to make a statement in their first meeting of the season.
Screen by Zubac. Dunn passes to Zubac. And the rejection by Embiid.
Every year he's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding. And his awareness of when to go for the block.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
And Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best 5. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes. So I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
The 76ers making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. 76ers trailing. George looking around. For 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Dunn. Now, here is Harden, covered by Oubre. 6 to shoot. Here's Harden. Oh, that's blocked.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
A nice shot by George.
Quick decision right there from George, not giving the D any time to react.
Harden outside. Back to Leonard. Shoots from the right block. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now, here's Maxey. And he's good on the 3-ball. Maxey's got his second basket of the night.
From three-point land, few guys in this league are better than Maxey. You have to run him off that line.
Dunn outside. The 3-ball buries the long-range jumper. And the Clippers lead by 2.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
George, no good.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Maxey kicks to Oubre. George sets a screen for Oubre. Takes it inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio. Along with the great value signings around the edges, Philly is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big 3, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. Amir Coffey comes in for Norman Powell. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Dunn. And it's Ben Simmons in for James Harden. And he's good on the second. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Buries it from three-point range.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Take a look here at some numbers for Bogdanovich. Good season for him last year. Last season put up about 17 points per, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Here's McCain. 8 points his last outing. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Batum. Right side Simmons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Ben Simmons is a multiple-time All-Star, but Richard, it's been years since he has played at that level. We know about the injury history.
And I wish Ben nothing but the best. I'm rooting for him, but it's hard to talk about someone who doesn't consistently play the game, and the injuries have taken Ben out of that position.
That's good from Simmons. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And for Simmons, everyone in the league agrees that the talent is there. It comes down to the health and being in the right situation.
Now here's Drummond. Scoreless thus far. Drummond a screen. Shot clock at 5. McCain. And stolen by Simmons. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. No good with the triple.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Oubre, right side. 76ers moving the ball around. Drummond sets the screen for Oubre. Offensive rebound. Pass to Bona. The 76ers with another miss. Clippers leading by 5. Simmons on the wing. Now here's Batum. Leonard with the ball. Batum sets a screen for Leonard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
One shot.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Shot to stop the run. McCain's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 8. Leonard dishes to Simmons. Back to Leonard. Outside, Simmons. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to McCain. Here's Bona. Batum with the steal. Oubre with the steal. Into the lane. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. His last outing with 20 points. Back to Simmons. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Coffee can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 6. There's the pick. Pass to Bona. Drummond with a screen on Simmons. McCain's shot is off. Clippers shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor. And that one's good. Leonard.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's McCain. Hasn't made one yet. The 3, and it falls over the rim and in.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 6. And we'll be back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Coffee in at the 3. No good from Zubac.
I thought he had that all sewn out, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
George passes to Maxey. Back to George. Down low. Here's Bona. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Bona's got his first basket of the night.
But with the ability to make plays from the wing, Paul George is a complete offensive player.
And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
this is. Tell them this is celebration, for the barbecue pits and the mini bikes, mini skirts, tables. Who got big six? Where I'm from, we do concrete backflips, flip fly back. Through the ghettos where I bring hip hop back. Real love me, they tell me the only speak for wayside of Central Bookings County. Up north, said I should have it if Scarface passed the torch. That's how they feel, Jack. Look, this more than rap. This that project haircut in a cul-de-sac. This is where Jose meet your quota whenever I put a quote on the track. Keeping it ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the ruler don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the ruler don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing, I'm pumped. I got the whole block bumping. You ain't gotta like it cause the ruler don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the ruler don't love it. Watch a young player do his thing, I'm pumped.
From Compton to Baltimore, how much kill it? I buy a Morgan the minute. The public house, the plastic couch of a Section 8 tenant, the Regal went. But I'm cool enough to ensure you my ride is an Eskimo, huh? And I peel off in the midst of getting my thrills off, and I thrive off energy from inner cities that we lost, huh? I'm putting the ghetto on top of my back, and I live in the back of the jungle. Lions, tigers, bears, oh my. Hear the siren, walk up. Engines on back of scooters, the real can recognize real, and we need to know just who you are. You are in the presence of many.
Here is the starting line.
Grant, when you talk about these two teams tonight, I think it's fair to expect a barrage of three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight, and if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. They've got D'Angelo Russell. Trendon Watford is out there with Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Now here's Holiday. Outside, Brown. Offline with a three. Pass to Watford. That's tipped. Here's Russell. Over Porzingis. Drops one in from the wing.
That's a nuanced understanding of pick and roll play. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
Outside, Brown.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
Personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Holiday. The three is up. Hits a three-pointer.
Yeah, by most standards, Drew Holiday is very selective with his three-point shooting, but boy, he can knock it down.
Now here's Thomas. Out to the right wing. Right side, Russell. Blocked! First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Tatum passes to Hauser. Now Brown. The three. And again, Boston with the triple.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Johnson on the wing. Claxton passes to Russell. Claxton a screen on Holiday. Now Johnson. 6 to shoot. Thomas outside. Fires in the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Tatum from long range. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Well, you look at Cam Thomas, Grant. Do you think he has the potential to be a star in this league?
Well, you know, it's tough to say, B.A. He has a lot of talent, especially as a scorer. I think he has to keep evolving other parts of his game if he wants to become a full-fledged star. Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Outside, Brown. Porzingis surveying the floor. Pass to Tatum. Takes a three. Rebound, Brooklyn. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
Yeah, they were impressive against this club in a clash of the Titans last year, sweeping the season series.
Outside Russell. Screen by Claxton. He shoots. The shot by Russell, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Sinks it from distance. Holiday's got 6.
Just sense the confidence Drew Holiday has, ready to shoot off the catch.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. 5th best, the Celtics.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
And we have to take another look at that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's Thomas. Claxton, a screen on Brown. Here's Thomas for 3. The offensive rebound. Shoots over Brown. And the Nets miss again.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
4-3. Rebounded by Johnson.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Down low. Pulls it. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Pass to Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. Fires the 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. 9 points in the game.
Drew Holiday is such a high IQ player, meaning he has such a strong sense for when to get into his jump shot.
Watford outside. Russell with the ball. Jacks up with 3. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Watford the pass to Claxton. Watford outside. The 3. Brooklyn, no good that time either. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's Hauser. Off target with the 3.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Claxton passes to Russell. Here's Thomas for 3. Nails it from 3. Thomas has gotten a second bucket on the night.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's Tatum. Still without a bucket. Porzingis sets a screen. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Thomas outside. Oh, he sticks that one from 20 feet. Thomas has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Holiday with the ball. Russell covering. Brown, that's good.
Jaylen Brown gets his feet set in the catch and shoot and just drills it.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Holiday. Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. You know, Grant, with the Nets, there was so much optimism just a few years back.
And it was just too bad to see things go south. It's a reminder that nothing is as easy as it seems in the NBA. Even with a superstar roster, things don't always work out.
Here's Pritchard. Russell with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Pass to Thomas. And here's Sharp. Outside Johnson. Watford outside. Puts up a 3. The shot that time not on target. Boston's shooting just 38% so far in this one. Now here's Tatum. Outside, Brown. Over Thomas. Brown, that's good. Brown's got 8.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot.
Thomas outside. Sharp, a screen on Brown. To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Pass to Hauser for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
That's a game they know they probably could have won. And had a few more things gone their way, they would have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good, but the